Hey, hey, you ready to play tonight? Hockey? Nah, I wasn't planning on playing much hockey tonight. Oh, hell yeah. Whoa. Did you knock low quality Bruins fan out? Huh? No, I mean, well, I was gonna, but he just kind of fell over and knocked himself out. Well, they don't ask how. They ask how many. Low quality fans of a high quality Bruins team. That is not a dub. Say hello to the real Florida Panthers. I mean, that is a lot closer to what I expected in game one. That team can bring the heat. I told you guys, I'm not overreacting to shit in this one. I can't do it. You look at the Panthers roster, look at the Bruins roster. On paper, we've been through this. Panthers got a hell of a roster. The Bruins don't have all the pieces to match up perfectly. It's hockey. Should don't mean shit. We've been over all this. We don't have to repeat all of it. But this Panthers team, I mean, damn. I'm not gonna have this video go for damn near half an hour again, like the last one. Mostly because the Bruins really didn't play that much hockey in this one. Played for about 25-ish minutes, and then poof. And we can't be all that surprised because that's kind of been their magic trick for a while now. This is why we talked about house money. Is this series over? God, no. God, no. I'm not, like, depressed or bumming anybody out or anything like that. No. But the Panthers are a good team. And sometimes the Bruins straight up disappear. We've seen it for the past, 4 months. They do that. And credit where credit's due, the Panthers came in hot. They were ferocious. Playing on words here. Let's have a Tkachuk conversation real quick. Just because I know Panthers fans from last year jump in, they'll watch a couple minutes of the video, talk some shit in the comments and stuff. There were some good, real fun fans from last year too. I'm not just bashing the whole fan base or anything. But they'll only watch a couple minutes of this. They won't usually make it to the end. Not all of them, at least. I'm sure there's a few of them. Tkachuk. People are going to argue with me about this. At the end of the game, David Pastrnak and Matthew Tkachuk fought. According to David Pastrnak, Tkachuk asked him. I'm repeating myself if you've watched this channel for a while. Tkachuk might be the fakest tough guy in the league. He really might be the fakest tough guy in the league. This dude, throughout this game, scrum after scrum after scrum, ran away from Brazil, from Wotherspoon, from Frederick, from Maroon, from Coyle, from Marchand. He ran from everyone. Even when they were up multiple goals, he ran over and over and over again. And once everyone gets kicked out that can feasibly fight him, maybe not everyone, but when the majority get kicked out and there's just stragglers on the ice, Tkachuk walks over and asks Pastrnak to fight. Now, Pastrnak never should have taken this fight. You're risking injury. You're going to lose the fight. You know that. Pasternak's phrase at the end during the interview, he basically said, I'm not afraid of Tkachuk. I can take a punch. He knew he was going to lose the fight. He stepped up, right? He stepped up. And now game 3 is going to start. Someone's going to do something real stupid and put the Bruins in a bad spot because they're going to have to go after Tkachuk, and Tkachuk's going to turtle and run away, and we're going to get a penalty. That's what's going to happen. But the fact that Tkachuk went out to fight a guy that he knows he's going to beat the shit out of 10 out of 10 times. And it's strategic. He wants to fight Pastrnak. Because if he breaks the guy's orbital bone, boom, this series is over. Although Pastrnak hasn't really shown up in this one yet either. But that's a whole different conversation. So, yeah, Tkachuk wants to fight him. But damn, man, just once could you fight somebody who has a chance? Who fights? Who actually fights? Tkachuk's a guy that everybody wants on their team. I get that, and everyone hates him, right? He's like a Marchand type. But I don't understand why he gets the respect of being a tough guy when he's a fucking pansy, man. The guy's a coward unless he knows that he's going to win. I don't know. I'm sure that's very upsetting to Panthers fans. They're going to defend him, right? Absolutely they should, right? That's their boy. You should defend him. Dude's a coward. Dude's an absolute coward. It's unbelievable to me how often this guy just runs and runs and runs. And then he goes to offer the other team's superstar a fight. Pasta shouldn't have taken the fight, but I give him stick taps for saying, you know what, screw it, game's over. Let's fight. I respect it. The cheap shot after Pasta's already down, that's just more par for the course. Try defending that, Tkachuk fans. Defend that. And you can say, but Marchand. Like, dude, I criticize Marchand for the same shit. What, do you think I'm a fucking idiot? Come on. That was bullshit. What a loser. God, that guy's such a loser. They really do make you hate him over there in Florida, don't they? Whew! The Bruins wasted a chance here, though. No Bennett once again. And Bennett really takes Florida to another level, so they did really screw that up. And although this wasn't a must-win for the Panthers, because I think the Florida Panthers feel pretty comfortable with this matchup, and they felt like if they fell in a 2-0 hole, that's not the end of the world. Obviously not great, and it leaves a lot of this up to puck bounces. So I'm sure that the conversation was like, don't allow this, right? You got to at least split your home series here. Like, you can't allow this. And the Bruins get to hold their head up high and be like, hey, we split the home for Florida. We go back home. We win a couple on home ice, where the Bruins have been notoriously bad in the playoffs. That's fine. Still, they did their job. They split the first 2 games, and we'll just see what happens in the third. What a game. What a weird game. The only line change is Boquist is going to go in for Brown, which obviously I was like, nice. Okay, Boquist is getting back to health. It does turn out it was something injury related, according to people around the team. The fourth line got absolutely smacked in this game. They got pinned the whole game. To be fair, so did the Zacha, Geeky, Pasternak line, who didn't win a single shift the whole game, in my opinion. Not one. Swayman's going to get the start, and Swayman's not going to finish this game. It's been a tough, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. But it's about time that Swayman had one where he couldn't bail the team out, right? You can't do it forever. You simply can't. But let's talk about this game, shall we? Puck drops! 17 seconds in. It's a scrum in front of Swayman, and during the scrum, Tkachuk keeps pushing at people, trying to get at people, so Brazeau comes up behind and grabs him, wraps him up. Tkachuk turns to him, pushes his own helmet off. Yes, Brazeau had his hand on it too, but they call it. Refs fell for it. 2-minute minor. We're going to the PK. And 14 seconds left of that PK, Lundell trips Marchand. So we're going 4v4 for 14, and then the power play. Forbort is down the tunnel, by the way, after that penalty kill for a block shot, but he would return. The power play is not great, but it does have one massive chance. A bobbling puck on the goal line after a Bobrovsky save, on the goal line away from the net. It's a super sharp angle for Marchand, and he just can't settle the puck enough, and it goes right through the crease. It's going to stay tied at zeros. So no dice on the power play. 8:34 in. DeBrusk is going to go for tripping. We're going to go to the penalty kill. We kill it. Penalty kill was awesome again. It really was. We did allow a power play goal in this one, but for the most part, I thought the penalty kill was really good. 7:41 left. Coyle. This is where the Bruins either succeed or fail. Well, there's 2 things, right? And it's forecheck in both ways. So in this version, the Bruins succeed when their forecheck is timely and can create some sort of pressure. Now, for about 36 minutes of this game, they couldn't. But in this instance, Coyle has a dogged pursuit of Montour, enough to get him to just try to shovel this up the wall. And as he tries to clear it, Marchand is there, and it bounces the puck out to Zacha. Zacha is going to look forward and go, oh, this is 3-on-1. Mikkel is the only one in front of the 3 guys, so he's going to dish this back to Marchand, who's going to fling it back to Zacha, who's going to fling it across the crease for Coyle for a tap-in. It's 1-0. Did anyone else kind of go, hey, hasn't the team that's been scoring first not been winning games when that happened? And unfortunately, it came true again in this one. I'm sure it's fine. 45 seconds later, a Bruins change, which was terrible, because we're really bad at line changes. Not sure if you guys can tell that, but we are. It leads to this, which is Lorentz with the puck all alone coming in on Swayman. And McAvoy on the right side is screaming his way through I think Lorentz heard footsteps because he bobbles his puck and then takes a weird half hit that just spins him around a couple of times from McAvoy. I thought McAvoy was going to kill him if he took one more stride. That was going to be charging, textbook charging. Like, bad. That I'm glad he's slowed up. Either way, nothing's going to come from it. With 1:30 left, after over a minute of ozone time for the Panthers, the Bruins finally break it out. And it's a 2-on-1 for Beecher and Brazeau. And Beecher makes the pass to Brazeau, who takes a shot. It's saved. It bounces right out to Beecher, and it bobbles on him. He had a wide open net. 2 wide open nets, bobbling pucks on each. A lot of people were very critical of this. Man, I get it. It's frustrating, but that's hockey, man. There's chances like that go by the wayside every game because you just can't settle the puck. This sucks, but I wasn't panicking at this one. Either way, 1-0 going in the second. We have a lead. We have a lead against a team that we think is really, really good in game 2 where we won game 1, right? Keep it going. They don't at all. Second period starts, 1:56 in, and the Panthers are all over us. They've been all over us since puck drop, and it's dump in by the Panthers on Sway. He comes out and tosses this. He's got options. Forbort's on his left. Wotherspoon's on his right, or I guess switch those, but still. Swayman sees Wotherspoon, pumps it towards him. Wotherspoon's got pressure on him, forechecking pressure on him already, so he just tries to flail this up the wall. Fails the clearance, it gets knocked down. And unfortunately, at the right point, the shot gets taken, and I believe it's Lorentz, actually for this one too, standing all alone in front of Swayman. All alone. No one's within 5 yards of the guy. All alone. And he gets a tip, and it's an excellent tip. High glove, beats Swayman, it's 1-1. Where's Forbort, you may ask, because Wotherspoon's still on the wall. Well, Forbort was the play the whole time. I'm not bashing Forbort for this one. I get it. That's your guy, be in front of the net. But when Swayman comes out to play this puck, Wotherspoon has a crowd of forecheckers about to descend on him. He's not the play. The play is back around the net to Forbort, who's alone on the weak side of the ice. I get not trusting Forbort to clear the puck. It's still a better chance than giving it to Wotherspoon. And when he passes to Wotherspoon, this is why Forbort's slow to react, is Forbort goes, okay, great, whip it around the boards. I'm still right here, all alone. Doesn't happen. And he tries to clear it up, and Forbort's, slow to react. He's slow to react. Doesn't get there in time. He was never going to get there in time. I think he was the right play, and neither Swayman or Wotherspoon saw it, and Forbort thought it was so obvious that he wasn't prepared to cover. It's a bad communication from everybody involved, but I can't lay this at Forbort's feet. I can't do it. I can't do it for this one. And you know I love to blame Forbort for stuff. I love to blame Forbort for stuff. Can't do it on this one. So, through the second period, the Bruins would not get off the mat at all, outside of the shifts that the third line took. JVR, Frederic, Brazeau, they're not going to score every game. But boy, are they going to get the puck out and get the puck deep. I'm really happy with their play. 10-11 left. McAvoy loses his stick again in a tussle on the left wall. And then he goes back to cover the net front without a stick. And the puck's going to get moved around. And Barkov's going to have it. And he's going to go cross diagonal up to, I believe, Reinhart, who is just in the right side of the high slot, and he is going to fire this in on Swayman. Swayman makes a save. Barkov gets to come in and slap that puck in because McAvoy doesn't have a stick. McAvoy's name comes up a lot when talking about goals against, doesn't he? It has not been a good playoffs for him. Let's just say that. It's 2-1. This game's not over. But the Bruins, we're 10 minutes in. They got to come to life here a little bit. The second period's been awful. And then 9:16 left, Mikkola for holding. We're going to go on the power play. Mikkola is baffled. And then I see the replay, and I'm baffled by how he's baffled, because this is pretty textbook. And he's kind of baffled about me being baffled about him being baffled. It's baffling. We're going to go to the power play. It's bad. Really bad. And McAvoy isn't good. And McAvoy goes down the tunnel 2 minutes later after taking a weird high hit, and he gets cut up high and there's blood everywhere, but No calls were made. I didn't see the hit exactly, so I'm not upset about not a call being made. Either way, he's going to go down the tunnel. He will return, thank goodness. Don't overreact to McAvoy not playing up to his standard. He's still a great defenseman. It's been a rough go for him. We need him to step up. I totally agree there, but yeah, I just can't crush these guys right now. I think there's a lot to this one. And McAvoy has to be better. He knows he has to be better. I don't know what's going on with him. There's a lot of speculation that he's hurt, which makes sense to me, but I don't know. I guess we'll just kind of have to wait and see on that one. 6:35 left. Carlo for hooking. We're going to the penalty kill. We kill it. And then 4:12 left. The Bruins, 5th too many men of the playoffs. All the other teams combined before the Edmonton-Vancouver game, so I don't know what's going to happen in that one. All the other teams combined have 4 too many men penalties through the playoffs. The Bruins have 5. We might have some real fucking morons on this team. No. In all honesty, they can't count. They actually might be dumb. I don't know. I don't have an excuse for that one. I cannot believe that this is an issue. We're going to kill it, but that's back-to-back penalty kills late in the period. But we kill them off. We're only down by a goal. We can make this happen. The Bruins never got off the mat, remember. And so as this period is finishing, Panthers are all over us. And there's a face-off in our zone, and Beecher ties it up, and Marchand collects the puck and fails to clear. Gets knocked down to the blue line, gets wrapped back around, and it is a blast from Forsling on Swayman. Swayman never sees this. Low blocker. It's 3-1 with 0.3 seconds left of the period. A backbreaker. Swayman never saw it because McAvoy was standing in front of him. McAvoy lost his man, didn't follow, just stood there in front of Swayman. Not in the shooting lane, just stood there, right in front of the eyes. It's really bad right now. It's really bad. 3-1, we're going to the third period, and the third period is not a lot of notes. There's a lot of goals, but I'm not going to overdo it on the goals because, let's be honest, who cares? 128 in, a total gift from Swayman and Carlo, who hesitate behind the net for who's going to grab it. It's an icing. It wasn't called. We can be upset about it. I don't think it changes the outcome of this game. Either way, it gives time to Barkov to lay a forecheck and knock Carlo to the ice. Reinhart's going to get a chance from below the left circle. Save is made, but it's still basically a 3 on Carlo because nobody else is coming to save them. They were pretty far down the ice. They really thought this was going to be icing. Either way, it is going to be Barkov who goes to... Reinhart, who's going to pass to Barkov, who's back by that left circle, who's going to go right across the crease to Luosterainen, who gets to dunk it. No one else caught up. No one else got a stick in it. It's 4-1, and Ullmark comes in. Now, here's the thing. This was going to be a game note. I'm just going to say it now. Monty saw a chance to tell his team, hey, this is not good enough. The game's probably mostly over. I mean, you've got 18 minutes left, but you're down by 3 against a very, very good team. But let's see if we can wake up the skaters. Give Swayman a little rest. Swayman's been red hot. There's a real chance they go back to him. But we also get to give Ullmark some touches, man. See if we can get him back up to speed. And Ullmark didn't look great. He got beat cleanly a couple times. Not exactly his fault, but it gives him a chance to get back in the game in a game that was probably already lost. And it gives Swayman a little bit of rest in a really rough game. So I see the point of this and trying to give a jolt to the team. 9:35 left. Maroon is going to get a misconduct for something he said to Cousins. He had to have said something vile because they really didn't do anything. Either way, the minor is also going to be given, so we're going to the penalty kill. And Cousins also gets a misconduct here, so he probably also said something. I don't know. The penalty kill finally breaks. And it breaks because Coyle and Marchand have the easiest clear of all time, and they both think the other one's grabbing it, and they skate over the puck. And it just leaves it for Barkov, who then gets to play catch with the guy in the right circle. It goes right back to him, and he is all along the slot for a little snipe top blocker on Ullmark. I think it's the second shot he faced. 5-1, power play goal for them. 8:57 left. A Wotherspoon shot. I point this out because that is our first shot in almost 17 minutes of play. That's really bad. Yeah, about 5:10 left in the second period was the last shot before that. The Bruins never got off the mat. They got knocked down, and they never got off the mat. Say hello to the mat, everybody. Say hi to Matt. Scrums after this shot result in an Ekman-Larsson penalty. So we're going to go to the power play. But there's also a bunch of misconducts, which we're going to get to in a second. On the power play, the vibes get even worse. It's a shorthanded transition chance, 3-on-2. Barkov, down the left side. McAvoy goes to hit Montour, who's in the center of the slot. Montour doesn't have the puck. No reason to lay this hit. If he made solid contact, that would have just been another penalty. Montour shrugs it off, knocks down Marchand, and gets the backdoor tap in. Montour's way bigger than Marchand. McAvoy, little question for you. What the fuck are you doing, dude? Because we could really use you in this series, considering half our defensemen can't make a clearance to save their life against this forecheck. God, the Panthers' forecheck is really good. Yeah. We could use you. So, at this point, Montour celebrates in Marchand's face. Marchand clocks him, like immediately just goes after the guy. Big scrums. The following players are ejected at this point. Marchand, McAvoy, Frederick, Maroon from earlier, and Brazeau, and Forborg. Cousins, Luosterainen, Mikkola, Reinhart, they're all kicked out in the last two scrums. With about 7 minutes left, Tkachuk and Pastrnak have their fight. Tkachuk beats the shit out of him and throws a cheap shot when Pasta's already head down on the ice. Their night's over. They're kicking them out of the game. And then 5:38 left, Wotherspoon smacks Lindell's legs and Lindell dies, I guess. I'm pretty sure he's dead. He got up after that, but pretty sure he died. I don't know. It's a penalty. We kill it. It's a good job by us. There might have been other stuff that happened after that last penalty, but I think everyone on the ice is just like, we don't have anyone else to play. I don't feel like triple shifting right now. Can we just get out of here? So that's your final, 6-1. It's what I would refer to as tough tits, you know? Just a real basket of tough tatas. Not good. Not good. Do I feel dejected? No. Not really. I kind of expected the series to start like this and then the Bruins to work their way back into it. So having won game one and then getting smacked around in game two, although it doesn't feel great, you're also like, okay. I mean, every game's a new game. The Bruins have to find a way to at least fight back, though. Because the amount of shots you took through the... Yeah, you took 9 shots. You took 15 shots total. What am I even doing splitting these up? You took 6 in the first, 6 in the second, and then 3 in the third. I mean, this was 3-1 going into the third. You could have at least tried to make a game out of it. You won more faceoffs than you lost. Your power play went 0 for 3. Your penalty kill went 5 for 6, which is excellent in my opinion. That's really good. It's just they stopped being able to make the basic plays. And look, a lot of credit needs to go to Panthers forecheckers. They're all over them. They're all over them. And there's guys that just can't handle that. They have to be faster with the puck. I can't lay the blame on Forbort's feet. He wasn't great, but like Wotherspoon had these lapses. Laura was pretty solid, but he had these lapses. McAvoy was directly related to multiple goals against tonight. Carlo, I thought, was mostly solid, but he got rubbed off the puck a couple times. There was too many just really stupid mistakes, and the night was over. And that happens. This is one of those games where you can be like, yeah, it's hockey, that happens. And that's probably what the Panthers are saying after game one. At the end of the day, you got to turn around. You got to find a way to win a couple in Boston. You got to be able to take more shots. You got to be able to have more possession. The Panthers are going to outpossess you. You know that. You know that. But it's pretty inexcusable to never get off the mat. The second period started, and they scored 2 minutes in, and that was it. That was it. The Bruins never replied. They had a couple shifts from the third line, and I think 1 or 2 shifts from the Coyle line that were like, oh shit, a chance. Other than that, the Geeky line got caved the whole game, and the fourth line couldn't get anything going at all. There's a lot that you don't like about it. But the Bruins get second change. Hopefully they're getting healthier, although it looks like we're just getting more hurt at this point. And Swayman, if he plays anything like he did in this game, because I really can't blame him for any of the goals against, considering, well, what happened. If Swayman can continue to play the way he's been playing, we have a shot. The Bruins have to be better at clearing out the puck, and they have to be better at exiting their zone. And they have to be better at the forecheck. It's so late. So late. So many times. Just easy exits for the Panthers. They dump it in, not even for a line change. Dump it in, and no one catches up in time. Bruins have to be better in a lot of facets. But hey, we're 2 games in. We split the home. We'll go back on home ice and hopefully win a couple. Go Bees, right? Right? Go Bees! And once again, it's time to give shout-outs to those who are keeping the lights on for this channel. We gotta shout out our top line tier to start. Let's start with Erica Poli, Colin Nolan, Len Krusevich, The Bugman, Brock Nope, Hans Slomo, Tiffany Hagel, Chris and Erica, Coach D, The Atomic Lizard, Bradley Johnson, Aaron Adams, Just Aaron, Darren Woodbury, Brett Arney, Pincent, and Nick Zatrullo. You guys and gals are absolute studs. But we can't mention the studs without mentioning the Stallions, our all-star tier, high-quality inspectors, John Kirk, Jacob Pratt, Heil E. Coyote, Adam Ella, Bruin Smash, Tyler McCourt, Tupton D. Tashi, Joel, Abraxion, DeKingery, The Only Newts, A Tasty Snack, Doots42, and Jeremy. I can't say thank you enough. I appreciate all the support. You're absolute legends, stallions, whatever great adjective we can work in here. Thank you, everyone, from the depths of my heart, and go Bees!